Alexa, skip. Alexa, skip.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 22nd ranked team. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Utes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense comes onto the field first today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense, like mentioned, are fully they have all year.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early from the gun. He leaves it with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Williams will pass. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the first.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bullock. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Moss. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Trying play action. Looking left. Got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
With the run on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
So Utah's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You want to get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. And some room to work.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Utes are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The guys will get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that play out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. The short hands, it's Wallace. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. All drills it in. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, running back on the move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. They marched 72 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll field the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. This is why Risackle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Quarterback on the keeper. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Parker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Quick strike complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. It looks like they're going to have to throw it. But as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the launch point. Try to do something to get guys moving one way. Take advantage going the other direction.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Williams will pass. Finds his man. It's Moss.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Bullock. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air. It's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
On 1st down from their own 22. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Boise. Look for partly sunny weather, with a high of 81 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 54 degrees.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. Wants to go up top. Works the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time. Breaks into the open. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing facing a 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Got room to work. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Bennett. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Williams will pass. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He'll start this drive firing. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. it down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Williams looking for a man. He unleashes a long one. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. On first down. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bullock. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Williams will pass. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack, keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Dampier. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
And the Utes will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Turning it on. The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Caught over the middle. It's Bentley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on second down. The give to the left.
Man, I want my running backs to pick those holes and get downhill, but there was no holes. So I just think he did the smart thing and stretched it out and ran out of bounds.
In this case, discretion was the better part of valor. It is often underrated to know when the journey is over.
Know when to hold him, know when to fold.
Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
The Utes have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Makes one man miss. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. The throw. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Off play action on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Utes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Williams looking for a man. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Leaves it with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
With the catch, it's Parker. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And the Utes are on the move. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams will pass. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Quarterbacks quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Got his man down the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Utes come to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run again. We've seen that on this drive. They've run a ton of plays, and we've seen that all game long. I think when you have a lead like this late in the 3rd quarter, just keep giving this guy the ball. Every time he gets it, something good seems to happen. If you're going to ice this game, it's going to be because this running back keeps having success.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll do it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Got it behind the line. It's Bullock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the ride. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Dampier. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The Utes decide to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bryson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. Inside the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working early.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Utes are in the red zone. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Parker. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Rides the mission for the rest of this one.
But when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Williams looking for a man. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up.
or